$300. $300 separates the $599 Pixel 6 from the $899 Pixel 6 Pro. But is the extra $300 worth it? Or is the cheaper Pixel 6 all the phone you need? Hey, what is up everyone? AJ here. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Now, if you're in the market for a new smartphone, the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro are two of the best Android phones you can get right now. Now, I did own both of these devices, as you can see, but I ended up sticking with the Pixel 6 Pro, and I think it's absolutely worth the extra money. Not that I didn't enjoy using the Pixel 6. I actually really liked using it, but I found myself missing out on a lot of features and enhancements that you'll only find on the Pro, namely a better and more versatile camera system, an incredible QHD Plus display, a more premium design, better haptic feedback, and believe it or not, better speakers. Now let's get into all that right now. Let's start with the camera. As the saying goes, the best camera is the one that you have on you. And for me, a camera that I'm always going to have on me has to have a telephoto lens. The 4x telephoto on the Pixel 6 Pro gives the user so much more flexibility and versatility to go along with that 20x super res zoom versus only 7x digital on the Pixel 6. The telephoto also allows you to not only take great pictures of objects that are off in the distance while preserving a lot of detail, it also allows you to take some great close-up shots. Given that there's no macro mode on the Pixel 6 line, this is often an overlooked feature. Again, if your smartphone is the camera that you're always going to have on you, then for me, the telephoto is essential. And let's not forget about the front-facing camera. In today's pandemic world, video calls using our laptops and phones have become more common, and the higher quality front-facing camera on the Pixel 6 Pro makes a big difference. Now let's talk about the display and the overall design. Let's face it, the display is the thing you're actually staring at the majority of the time that you're holding your smartphone. So to me, that's another area that I just do not want to compromise on. Size-wise, these phones are so similar and they basically weigh the same. Sure, the 6 is slightly smaller, but the difference to me is negligible. So given the similar size and weight, I'd opt for going all in on the larger display, even though it's only slightly larger, not only for the higher QHD Plus on the Pixel 6 Pro versus the HD on the 6, but the higher 120Hz refresh rate versus only the 90Hz on the 6 as well. Now, can you really tell the difference between 120Hz and 90Hz? Not really. However, I do feel like having the 120Hz does future-proof you, which we'll get to in a later part of the video. It's worth noting that some people do not like the curved screen on the 6 Pro, but I actually found that the curve on both the front and the back make the 6 Pro easier to hold without a case. I also tend to like curved screens. I think they're a really cool design and it's something different than all the flat slabs that we have, so that's just my personal preference. The last two features of a smartphone that often get overlooked are the haptic feedback, which is the vibration motor that's inside the phone, and the speakers. In regards to the haptic feedback, the Pixel 6 Pro just feels more satisfying, and that's due to where the engine is located, which is closer to the bottom of the phone versus how it's positioned near the top on the Pixel 6. This makes a big difference as your hand is closer to that vibration motor, and so every tap and swipe that elicits feedback is just way more satisfying. Another feature that really adds to the overall user experience of a smartphone are great sounding speakers, and the Pixel 6 Pro absolutely has better sounding speakers than what you'll find on the Pixel 6. A large phone with a beautiful screen begs to have content enjoyed on it, and frankly, if the audio isn't up to par, that can take away from the overall enjoyment of whatever content you're consuming or game you're playing. The speakers on the Pixel 6 Pro are just fuller and more robust sounding, which makes watching content and playing games way more enjoyable as compared to the Pixel 6. So to wrap things up, when it comes to the camera, the display, the overall design, and then the intangibles such as the haptic feedback and the speakers, the Pixel 6 Pro is absolutely worth the extra $300 as compared to the Pixel 6. And spending that extra $300 now might actually save you money in the long run because you won't feel the need to jump on that annual upgrade cycle that ends up in the long run costing you more money. You buy the phone, if you happen to buy it outright, and then you hold on to it for a few years. It's got everything you need now and in the future. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I hope it helped you out. And if you happen to enjoy it, give it a like. And if you want to see more of these types of videos, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my next videos. As always, I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.